Assalamu alaikum everyone. It's me, Big Z. I haven't been able to upload any clips on YouTube for the past few weeks because YouTube got blocked by the Pakistani government for some ridiculous reason. So I've had to find a decent proxy. Finally found one, so here we are. I've also uploaded some clips onto my Facebook page if you want to check them out. Okay, so something really drastic happened to me 2-3 months ago. I got divorced. I got married on the 10th of July, and I had to give a divorce on the 5th of September because we weren't getting along very well. And it's the 29th of November now, so about 3 months along the line. What struck me was the fact that I wasn't as devastated by my divorce as I thought I would be. Because a lot of people, they switch off or shut down or whatever, something like that for a few weeks, maybe even a few months. So I thought to myself, why is that the case then? So why is it that I was okay with it? Or even more importantly, why is it that other people get more devastated by divorce? So I got thinking, and I came up with a few theories and a few ideas which I'd like to share with you. So, for the case of the non-Muslims, if you don't mind me starting with you guys, I think it's because we invest so much emotionally into the marriage. I mean, you believe that obviously you found your significant other, she completes me, he's my opposite, and I like that about him, or whatever reason it is, and you feel that you need to live with this person. It is your conviction, your belief. That's why you marry the person. When you find out that that was not the case, that this is not the person you can live with, that you need to take it to a divorce, and you go through the divorce, when a person's belief structure is torn down, that person is torn down with it. So it takes a while for that person to get back on his feet, or her feet. So that's probably why it hurts a lot. Now when it comes to Muslims, and I can only really talk about the Pakistani background people, being one myself. I can't talk about other ethnicities or backgrounds, but I'm sure you guys can probably relate on some level. What happens is, when we look for spouses in this community, we don't look in case of significant others and things like that. They have a tendency to look for respect, status, honor, and obviously, dare I say, sometimes wealth. Or maybe most of the time nowadays. But the biggest thing that's invested into the marriage is the fact that it is the family's respect. And it's not two people getting married, it's two families coming together. That's what happens in marriage. So when that results in divorce, because divorce is such a big taboo, the respects of the families are both extremely marred, and usually the female party gets the large brunt of the blame. And that's a sad thing. It really disgusts me that the way we view divorce in our community, it's hard, it's taboo, we don't accept it, we don't talk about it, we keep it under covers, when it's in fact a reality of life that you can't deny. So that's why I think it hits the Muslim community hardest, or the Pakistani community hardest, I should say. I don't know again about the other communities. This upsets me because, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, somebody came up to our Prophet, peace be upon him. She said to him that, I can't live with my husband. He said, why? She replied, I don't like his face. I don't like to look at his face. And he said, could you try, getting over that issue and living with him? She immediately asked if she was being ordered. She asked him, are you ordering me to? If that's the case, I will stay with him. He said, no, not at all. I'm just asking if you can get over that fact, get past that fact and live with him otherwise. She said, no, I've tried and I can't. So he said, fine, if that's the case, you can't live with him, then you are allowed to get a divorce. So I think the reason why that was shown, that case happened, is to show the Muslim community, and maybe even the non-Muslim community as well, that divorce, although it can hurt, although it can scar, is not as big a deal as we make it out to be nowadays. For the non-Muslim community, I guess I can say that if you've been hit by divorce, you made a mistake, you thought that person was the one you could live with, okay, so you were wrong. It turns out it wasn't. You are human. You're allowed to make mistakes. What matters is you learn from those mistakes. So you pick yourself up and you carry on with those experiences. And for the Muslim community, there's even more at stake because you believe in a higher entity, you believe in Allah, and you believe that everything that happens, He has made happen to you for a reason. And the best example of that, another example of that I can think is our second Khalifa, Hazrat Umar radiallahu anh. He went through 2 divorces, 2 of them. And why do we know this? Because it is not a big a deal as we make it out to be. So what we need to do in the Muslim community more so, and to an extent the non-Muslim community, why not, is to learn that divorce happens, it's an unfortunate part of life, but it's not the end of life. It's a bump in the road, whatever else you want to call it. Just move on, get over it. Life's supposed to be tough. I think that's all I'm going to limit to today. Hopefully next time, inshallah, I'll upload something a bit more positive. Till that, let's see what the comments brings. Assalamu alaikum.